Hey guys, Mark with Think Insurance, and today we're going to talk about whether AAA insurance is a good fit for car insurance, whether they're a good company for car insurance. AAA is a great company. I've worked with them. There's a couple things I love about them, a couple things I don't like about them, and we're going to go over those right now. So there's two types of AAA. There's the independent and then the exclusive agents, where your exclusive agents can only sell AAA. That's it, one company. Your independent agents are usually tied to multiple companies that can sell 10, 12, 13 different companies or more, that if they're not competitive with AAA, you're going to get a check with Citizens, or you're going to get a check with Progressive or other places that are competitive there. It's really good to go that route. That's the route that I personally like. The drawback to that is when you have one person that works with 10 to 12 plus companies, they tend to get a little bit fuzzy on the exact details of what that specific company offers. Well, because AAA is such a large company, is because when we sell AAA, the company that I've worked for, is they actually do really well as far as knowing them, because they're usually competitive and they're one of the big players, at least in the state that I'm in. So they're a good route to go. Now, if you want to be very specific and very niched, where you talk to one person that should hopefully know every little in and out of AAA, that's where your independent agent is going to have the most knowledge in most cases. If you guys are interested in getting multiple quotes from one person or one company, I'll put the link below. That's just a company that I've worked for, and they'll give you a quote. Other than that, when I did some research, I actually didn't fall on my own understanding, because I wanted to get a better understanding of what other companies and other customers are saying about AAA. I've had some really good use and luck with them lately, although I'll be honest with you, in my state, they're frustrating me a little bit because of some of their tech and stuff, which you guys don't see. And so I'm not going to dive into that too much. It's more of the paperwork type stuff. As an agent, it's a little bit frustrating with some of the stuff that we've had to go through, the e-signatures and whatnot, and just tech not working 100%. Due to upgrades, and they're trying to become new in the market as far as technology goes. That was the biggest complaint, which we'll dive into at the end of this. So on average, they had a 4-star rating, unless you go to a company called Wallet Hub, where they had less than a 3-star. It was like a 2 point something, which was not very good. And there was 600 plus people that reviewed it. I'm gonna dive into that at the end and explain why it's that way. So make sure that you watch to the end to get some better understanding on that. But above average, they're actually doing really well. They're a company that's been really great. They have really good competitive prices. And one of the gaps that I noticed, the largest piece, when you're 21 versus 45, your age, the price is very, very large of a difference. So a 21-year-old is going to pay about $75 a month on average. It can be more or less depending on the car and coverage you get, where a 45-year-old is only going to pay about $48 a month. So that kind of shows you where that needle is as far as where they're trying to find the customer. So it seems like they're a better fit for someone who's usually getting past their 30s or they're 25 and up, and they're hitting that 45 range, and that's where they're really competitive. Now, I'm not going to dive into the home part of them because it's more the auto section, but they're really good with older homes, and they have less restrictions on things like galvanized pipings and the dog breeds and whatnot. So we'll dive into that in a different video. If you're interested in learning more about that, hit the subscribe button below. That will come out eventually, but make sure you turn the bell icon on so you get notified when that video goes live. They offer a lot of array of different types of coverages. So they've got gap insurance, they've got accident forgiveness, they have a small coverage. So if you have a pet in your car and they're injured in a covered accident, they've got a loyalty discount, which is actually pretty cool, because most companies, they usually don't start giving you really good discounts until you've had 3 or more years with another company. Well, AAA usually goes back about a year. So if you've been with a company for a year and you want a great discount, they're usually going to give you a better deal because you've had that longevity discount, as they say. And they do lots of other stuff. They have ride share, they do custom equipment and things like that, and then they have different packages. So the drawback, as well as a good piece, is AAA won't sell you an auto policy unless you're part of the Auto Club group, the ACG. So you have to buy a AAA membership, that road service and that towing membership, in order to be part of their service for auto. For those of you that don't care about the road service and the towing and all of that, you're just going to buy the cheapest membership that you can buy, which is usually $40 to $44. It says on their website $54, but if you buy it through an agent, then you're going to get a discount because they usually get it a little bit cheaper. On average, customers are spending $70 or more on that membership, mainly because that basic membership only gives you the 5-mile towing, where the $70 plus membership, which I believe it's called the Gold and then the Platinum, there's 3 levels, but that middle one is the one most people use, and that one gives you 100 miles of towing. And that's really the biggest focus, apart from a whole bunch of other benefits. No matter which way you go, you're going to save money because that AAA membership alone is worth it. It's got these cool little apps you can flip on your phone, and it'll tell you when you're near a place that gives you a discount. So if you're curious, you don't have to bug an employee or a place that you're at. You just flip the thing on your phone, and it'll tell you if that store or that location, whether it's renting a car, at a hotel, whatever the case is, if you're going to get a discount by being a AAA member. Well, that leads us to the final part, which is talking about the ratings. And I want to explain the negative rating that I mentioned in the beginning and explain why a company like Value Penguin gave them a 4.5 star, which is 90% rating or better, and another company like Wallet Hub gave them below a 3-star rating, which was not so great. Well, I dove through some of those reviews, and the differences between those is the Wallet Hub is just ratings. Customers go on there and they rate whatever they thought. Well, most of the reviews were on the membership, and the problem that they had was the towing guy didn't come in time, or I ran out of rental car coverage after 30 days. That's part of your policy. Like that, you can't change that. Like you can buy a higher amount, but most car rental coverages in every policy you buy ends in 30 days. That's just a part that a lot of people may not know, but that's something that's on you a little bit. And that's where we come in, the channel come in here to help you understand that. As well as the towing. When I was a kid, I actually worked for the AAA call center, and I was taking towing claims and trying to get dispatching and all of that stuff to work. And there are some cities and some areas where tow drivers just don't go there. They just refuse. It's too dangerous. They don't want to go there if they see a breakdown. And they'll have a guy come 3 hours out. They'll pay him hundreds more just to service that customer. Now, it takes forever. Don't get me wrong. It's frustrating for them because they don't see all that in the background. But that part is really good on the customer's end. And that's just kind of like Amazon does that, where they will do that free shipping, that 2-day shipping, or they'll give those extra benefits, even if it costs them money. AAA does that as well on the back end, because in the end of the whole thing, they're going to make profit overall, because if they take really good care of you, the customer, they're going to win. And that's really the main reason you're seeing those complaints. There are some valid ones on there. I'm not trying to discredit that website at all. So if you are, you can Google this and you can find, I believe it's Value Hub, and that Value Hub, read through them. There's like 600 reviews. I read like 30 of them, and they all just started saying the same stuff, the towing, the this, that, and then there was every probably 10 or so, there was one legitimate claim, which kind of falls true to the other website, which is a little bit more accurate. And then if you look at the other companies in that Google search, you're going to see that most people are rating that 4-star and above. The only part I can cite on that negative review is that towing part, because it is partially AAA's fault when they have a bad towing claim. Not that AAA didn't handle it. They've got a great way of doing things. They're quick, they're on the ball, everything's instant. It flags it, starts flashing red when something's delayed, and the customer should always be in the know. Well, now there's an app that they can use, and it tells them the location of the places. Well, the problem that I ran into when I worked there was the towing companies didn't like the rate that they were getting. And that's AAA's problem, not your problem. You buy the AAA for that quality service, and if AAA can't build that quality service at the level that we want, then why wouldn't I just call the towing company? Granted, I'm paying a premium, so give and take, right? That towing company is going to charge me $150, where my AAA membership gives me 5 uses, and that's only $70. So you've got to weigh and measure that piece and decide whether that's a portion that will make an effect on your auto insurance, whether you want that to be a piece of what it is. Personally, I've actually had really good luck with them. I've used them several times, and most of my cases is where I'm not stuck on the road and I'm just sitting at my house, a flat tire. I didn't want to change it, so I call them. Or I'm stuck in the driveway and they come and tow me, and within 30 to 40 minutes, they've got everything taken care of and I've been all set. So you guys let me know in the comments below. I'm curious, what is your experience? Have you been with AAA before? What age group are you in, and what prices were you getting? Did you like the service that they gave? Do they need to improve on things? Am I completely right with that or wrong with that towing and road service? Should we rate that against them? Should that be a portion? Otherwise, definitely follow and subscribe with all the thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, feel free to hit the thumbs down twice. Otherwise, I'm Mark with Think Insurance. I'll see you in the next one.